Hello everybody and welcome to Draconian Gaming. Today, the Draconian Nation is joined by the Canal Drinking, the Bajoran Slave Master, the Paris Right Hand of Destruction, the true leader of the Cardassian Empire, Mr. Gul Damar.
Oh, hello. And I must correct you, they're not slaves, they're valued workers. Valued workers, my friend.
Tomato, tomato, either which, they get the job done.
They do. Otherwise, they suffer the consequences. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be, well, I expect a couple of pretty chill streams, really. We're not doing anything too strenuous. This isn't insane PvP or anything like that, is it?
Well, hopefully not now.
I did check, the teams are locked.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that I was thinking about betraying you.
No. I was expecting it, so that's why I checked it just before. Yes, they are locked.
But we're going to play a bit of
TFF.
And I'm playing as Cardassians. Draconian is playing as the Klingons. His channel actually is in the link below, so if you want to watch Draconian as well, that'd be cool. Yeah, just check it out in the description. His channel link is right there, all up in the grill. And we're going to be facing off against an expert AI federation because, ladies and gentlemen, better dead than fed.
Oh, hell yes.
And I think, is there anything else that you want to add to it?
Just the fact I'm looking forward to punching Cisco in the face, throwing hot coffee on Janeway, and putting a toupee on Picard.
Alright, we're going to have to make sure there's coffee in all the nebulas. That'll confuse Janeway.
I don't think that should be too difficult.
A little bit of a hello to a few people. Miko, hi. Sean, hello. Klaus, hello. And Alexander Straker. How are you?
And I will admit there's no one in my chat, so I can't say hello to anyone. But hopefully over time that'll change.
They might be there. They might be lurking. Guys, there's nobody blowing up his chat, man. Guys, you've got to go over. Click on that link to Draconian's channel and show him some love. Class says, I'll be here in a bit. Right, Class. Right, let's do this thing. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to have a fight. Watch it crash. Watch it crash now.
Oh, don't say that. After all the time we just spent setting it all up.
I'm not saying TFF is wonky when it fancies it, but it's wonky when it fancies it.
Wonky, I've seen bent lines straighter.
Delicious. I forgot to get milk, so I've had to go with Pepsi Max instead, but, you know, that's alright. It's just chemicals with nothing else in it. Hey, Pedro, how you doing? Pedro, I'd vote for you.
You've gone a bit distorted in my voice, Gul. Is your connection okay? Was it mine?
I think it's okay.
Could it be TFF breaking already?
No. I don't believe that for a moment. Nah, it doesn't look like we've dropped any frames. I think we're okay.
Sweet.
Hello to Arran as well. Hey, how you doing? Right, let's get our boys going. Theoretically.
Ooh, something just biggity bonged in my ear.
You haven't crashed, have you?
Not done. I best not have done. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, an error has caused Sins to stop working correctly.
Oh.
Right, let's get back in. It'll be okay.
Oh, god damn it. I'm loving it. Hello, Miko, and hello, Kenneth.
Hey.
I don't want to take a money dump. I just want it to work.
Ebenezer, we were also looking forward to seeing some ships. Sadly.
And hello, Tank. One question for you, Gul. Because obviously I've done a bit of SJ3 before, obviously doing some videos for yourself. You know the standby page and the initial video kick-in? Is there a way of being able to speed that up? Because I don't know if it's mine, PC or what, but it does take a few minutes to kick in. I don't know if it's something something wrong. Yes.
It should. I mean, it depends on your PC, of course, but I mean, it tends to take about 20 seconds for me. I don't think there's any real way of speeding that up. We've got just too much stuff in there. It's just, it's rammed full. It's to the rafters. And that's part of the reason that TFF is sometimes a little bit wonky. If you find that your computer's a little bit slower than it might otherwise be, it does take a little while. I'm sat here looking at the whale at the moment, or the Excalibur as she might otherwise be called. Hey Judo, how you doing, bud? Right, maybe you were right first time round and we should have gone on a CTA map. Maybe.
Right, hopefully I've done that one quickly if anyone spotted it. Same password as before, Gul. What the hell? No.
So that's a no then, huh?
No, not enough planets. Come on.
It's gonna work. We're gonna kill some feds, guys. Don't you worry about that.
Don't you hang?
Hey. Oops.
Back up now. Roll if you're right.
You're gonna have everybody joining your matches now because everyone's gonna know the password.
Yeah, I'll do it as quick as I can, but it didn't work.
Soz.
There's a little mistake there. Did you spot it?
Ruined.
Right. Fingers crossed this time.
Right, what have we got? It's TFF medium large again. You're tempting fate.
Oh, yes.
I like it.
Right, come on.
You doing good, Judo? That's what I like to hear, my man. Nora's correct in saying that I need some milk. It is entirely true. Cardassia requires milk, and for that we shall invade Bejor and milk their women.
I'm glad you said women there.
Well, Vedic Barial's very busy at this time of year. He doesn't have time to be milked.
Oh,
it appears that I'm accidentally Borg.
What? How did you Cardassians to Borg?
I'm going to quit now.
Okay. Well, try again. Third time lucky.
I don't know how that happened. Guys, did I choose Cardassian? I'm pretty sure I chose Cardassian. Hey, there's a game up called Ministry of Porn. I think maybe we should join that.
I've heard worse ideas. Right.
Oh, Captain Shack and Tex were on and I missed it. Every time, Ebenezer. I mean, the only stream I tend to catch of Shack's and Tex's is their Sunday stream. Really cool stream. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I'd love to play games with Shack again. I would absolutely adore it. I'm not allowed near Space Engineers and him, though. Now, we're definitely Cardassian this time.
Yep, I can confirm that one. And I know it'll drive you insane if I don't get the icons right, so I have set them.
Loving it. It's very Federation you're looking.
Oh, crap. Oh, I got myself in London. Oh, for God's sakes.
And the icon.
Oh, yeah, you've got me on that one. Oh, I want that one. I want that one. That better.
Looks good to me. Right, let's try this again. Definitely Cardassian. There's a little Cardassian man there. He's looking into the middle distance of Bejor, thinking this would be a good place for a camp. I shall call it Galitep. Hey, look! Cardassians. Draconian is loading. Right, we'll sit here for an extra 6 minutes.
Fair but true. Fair but true.
Something was a bit off about those Cardassians, weren't they? I think they'd assimilated with other cultures a little bit too much. Oh, are we in?
We're in. There we go. I'll switch my music off so I'm not going to get raped by YouTube.
Alright.
What shall we build?
My boys are going. Let's just see what's where. That's fine. Let's build the station. Let's get Captain Shack in and a few of his little buzzy buzz Razzleax. I think 7 should be ample. Some social research. Our scouts have discovered my voice.
You've discovered yourself? It's going to be painful.
Kenneth wants to know why I'm not allowed in Space Engineers with Shaq. Well, I tell this story fairly regularly, and it's just something I vividly remember the aftermath of. Probably not so much at the time. When Shaq was doing his original, I suppose you call it a roleplay series, with Alteran and Vale 4, and Tabby, of course, I got home quite inebriated from a night out. And I decided to join them as Space Engineers because we were having a chat at the time, and they were doing a load of set dressing, trying to get everything ready for the episode, and I destroyed half of the set. I don't know what I did, I don't know how I did it, but everybody had a bad time that night, except for me.
Well, you're not a true Kardashian unless you have a good time.
That's my thought, yeah. Right, let's see what we got. My God, what a start!
Increasing engine output.
The opposite side of the map.
We are, but the start I've just had, I've got a Class M Homeworld moon, a Class M Metropolis moon, and a Class M Arid moon, all within striking distance of my homeworld.
And for some bizarre reason, my stream keeps dropping, so apologies.
Oh dear. Well, you could always turn the speed of the stream down just a smidgen, and hopefully that'll keep it behaving.
Okay, stupid question time. How do I do that on my side?
What are you using to stream with?
YouTube and OBS.
Oh, I don't know about OBS. Usually you'd go to your outputs and turn the bitrate down. What's your bitrate right now?
Good question.
Moving.
2500.
That's quite reasonable, to be honest with you. I wouldn't slow it down too much more.
Well, I'll drop it down to 2,000 and see if that
orders.
makes a difference.
Right, let's zoom in on Captain Shack. In fact, let's
Standing by.
primarily select him and...
Changing heading.
hey!
Awaiting your command.
Moving.
Standing by.
Our scouts have discovered a new world.
I don't know why.
Standing by.
Ugh. Yeah, I definitely had too much of that canard. Absolutely, no doubt.
All stations ready. Moving. Acquire target and fire.
Oh.
Our scouts.
I think perhaps I should have hosted.
Right, so let's go and kill somebody.
You're winning.
Awaiting further.
Well, I've now got a nice group of ships together, so where am I going to go? Tier 3, asteroid, asteroid. Tier 4, Christ. That one.
Come on, kill the Nausicans. Glory to Cardassian Sierra, I agree. Much glory, very
If it
nice.
stopped again, I want to kick this computer so hard.
I wouldn't advise on that.
Yeah, I'll probably break my foot doing it.
Our scouts have discovered a new world.
The infamous guy here.
Oh, you've been playing some 4X, E4X. It's really good E4X. Thoroughly enjoy it.
that mod on for Star Wars, isn't it? If I remember correctly.
It's not just Star Wars now. I mean, it's
Also,
all.
yeah, I know that you can get other ones. Apologies, I'm just trying to remember
Our
the one that
scientists
Shaq's
have
done.
developed a new technology.
Okay.
Engage hostiles.
Here we go. Let's just zoom out a little bit and see where we're at. Looks like you've got ships all over the place.
Yeah, I like to do a lot of scouting.
I think my scouts are primarily dead. I've got one. Oh no, I've got a couple left. It's all good. It's all good. Unclaimed Cardassian territory. Yes.
Well, I don't know what's happened, but my catch-up frame's not actually too bad at the moment. It's nice to change.
Our scientists have developed a new technology.
Alexander Straker says there's no such thing as territory that isn't Cardassian. They just haven't built there yet.
Awaiting your command.
They're Cardassian, they just don't know it.
Let's see what we've got. We've got a
Our
Latinum
troops have
Nebula.
occupied a new world.
Oh, Metaphasic Nebula. That's potentially quite useful for later. If I'm correct about what it does. Yeah, shields and hull restored. So as we're going that way, that's going to be quite useful.
Standing by.
Right, we've taken that world. Let's move back to the home world. Grab a little bit of this. Maybe get a trading station. Some civic
Our
infrastructure.
scientists have developed a new
Now,
technology.
I keep being told, primarily by the PvP players, that I need to social spec my homeworld. So let's do that.
Our scouts have
There you
discovered
go.
a new world.
I think that's quite enough social spec for the moment.
Move us to war.
You've been too social. Strings.
And we'll take a couple more Razalax. I think Drac might be having a little bit of trouble with his internet speed, Sierra. And that's why he's coming through in dribs and drabs.
Standing
Right,
by.
okay, let me turn down the... Oh, Christ, what can I turn down? Turn down the effects, see if that makes a difference.
Well, we could always save where we're at, and I could host instead. I mean, that presumably will allow you a little bit of greater bandwidth.
Yeah, if you want to do that.
I think it's worth a pop.
Our scientists have developed a new
Okay,
technology.
let's save.
All stations ready.
We'll call the save Bette Midler, as you do. Right, let's see if this works now. Let's back it out. And you saved after me, which is probably going to breed a load of problems.
So we can just use your save. It's
So
fine.
we'll use the last one, Draken Girl.
Yeah, because I've just found a pirate base on with one of my scouts, which is about 2 jumps away from me. Right.
There you go. Game is up.
Uh, What have you called it, mate?
Draken Girl 1, I believe.
Why can't I see it? Oh, there we go. Found it.
There's no password.
Okay. I was just about to switch to Discord, see if there's anything. And the bloody thing's just gone again.
Drax ping is pretty funky.
Yeah, which is really weird because when I was being streamed with, I never had any latency issues.
Some days are going to be better than others. I mean, I suppose that's the nature of an internet connection. How long ago did you get your new connection?
About 5 or 6 days ago.
Usually for the first 10 days, the connection is in the process of stabilising. So you'll find there are peaks and troughs in speed. Oh, look at me. With me knowledge. Do you want me to invite you?
I'm already in, aren't I?
I can't see you as in. Oh, yeah, you are. There's somebody called Seraphim4 in now. Seraph, no. I'm sorry, Seraphim. It's...
Oh, there we go, Bet Midler. Oh, hang on, that's why you... Sorry, I'm talking to myself, not you.
It's saved as Draken Girl, you just need to join the hosted game.
Can you see me now?
Still got it looking like Seraphim 4. I'll go back and rehost. Right, the game name is going to be Gul Gaming New, I expect.
There we go.
Quick, get in.
Quick.
And you've gone again.
That scenario differs from the host. What?
Ah, there we go. I had a suspicion that might happen. That is a problem that you sometimes get in particularly multiplayer games. We're just going to have to start again, I'm afraid to say.
Okay.
So I'll host the game.
No worries.
Let's take a look. Oh, that is too many. That is too few.
Whilst you do that, I'm going to quick play with some of these settings so we can find out what's going off.
Right, we're gonna try one called Quartet.
Okie dokie.
Ugh, no outlaw sectors. I'm not having it. Right, there should be one called Gul Gaming New up now.
There it is. There we go. Klingons.
Only 44 planets in this one. It's not massive, this one.
Hopefully they're a little bit counter to my internet connection.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
If not, internet company should be getting a key. I'm good to go when you are.
Okay, let's rock and roll. Heyo. I could have sent the save file over, but it just wasn't worth the amount of time that we'd spend sending it.
No.
And then I'd have to explain where to put it and all that kind of behaviour.
Hey. I'm not going that kinky this time of the evening. Right.
You're saying my audio's out? Interesting. That's not an issue I usually have. How far out is my audio? Oh, it must have been you. Okay. Oh, there you go. That solves that problem. Right. Can't remember what I was doing now.
We are yours to command. Order confirmed.
Here we go. Good stuff.
Standing by.
I like the Titan, not the one that explodes, the one with guns. You like the sort of Kayleys or Kathleys or however you say it.
Yeah, I do prefer that one. I will admit, I've not actually used the exploding one, to be honest. If my connection's just dropped, I'm going to scream.
It seems okay right now.
So I keep on getting biggity bongs in my ear like something's just gone off.
Standing by.
I don't know what biggity bongs mean, I'm afraid.
Never heard of biggity bongs?
Nah,
Oh, you've never
I don't get any of that kind of
never
behaviour.
lived.
More latinum is required. Let's see if we've got any time. There we go. One more ship.
All stations ready.
Caesar, I'm sure, will tell you what... I've just seen Caesar in the chat. Hey, Caesar. He'll tell you what he thinks.
All stations ready.
Of the explodey ship. I gather he's quite fond of it.
More latinum is required.
Oh, shut up about your latinum. Just Get your finger out. Come on.
Construction work is complete.
Whip the sleevers. Whip them to death and whip them some more.
Awaiting
Star Trek lore, I would consider the Cardassian technology to be slightly inferior to the Federation's.
Changing heading.
I don't know, because this is probably me preaching to the choir on this one, Gul, but the episode where the doppelganger Riker takes over the Defiant, and basically the Cardassian homeworld, they keep on saying, well, Gul and the, oh god, some high woman's name keeps on saying, lock down on the consoles, because it's more advanced than the Federation, so I would have thought there was actually more technology advanced.
That's not typically the answer that you get. I know at the time of the border wars between Cardassia and the Federation that the Federation's technology was superior. Whether that continued up until modern day, it's debatable. It is debatable.
Oh, one thing though, because I know I mentioned it to you on the last Stowe stream, the top 5 favourite graphic scenes for the ships. I know you gave me your list. I apologise, I've not actually put mine down on your comments for that one.
Oh, I definitely think you should let me know.
So, first off, I know it's probably going to be the most obvious one, and I'm going to get mixed reviews on it. The Scimitar Battle.
A lot of people love that film. A lot of people think it was ridiculous. Chime in, chat. Tell me what you think. Did you enjoy that film?
It's a Marmite film. You either loved it or you hated it. The second one will be during First Contact, where you see the Enterprise cross the bow of the Defiant. To me, that was just a brilliant example of the size difference between some of the ships that they do actually create a show.
Do you know, I was actually thinking about that the other night.
All stations ready.
Of course, while not streaming. And I did think of another scene that I actually thoroughly enjoyed, which I don't think most people think of. It was the scene where, you know that naughty Strand thing in Generations caught up to the Enterprise B? At least I think it was the Enterprise B.
I think it was, yes.
Oh, we've got a bit stuck.
There we are. I have, you just got a bit sorted, but now that's normal.
Yeah, so that particular scene where it gets that hole blown in it, and then, you know, Kirk gets sucked out into space.
And you've gone on our side again, Gul. My connection again.
I believe it is, yeah.
Awaiting further orders.
I
think, Gul, keep on playing, but I may have to stop streaming for the time being.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. Well, we'll get a stream. I think maybe what we'll do is, what we'll probably likely do is we'll give it a few more days to allow your internet connection to stabilise, and then we'll have another go, I'm sure.
Well, tell you what I'll do is I'll stop streaming, but I'll keep on recording.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Then I can upload it afterwards. So, right, there we go. I've just switched over quickly from streaming to recording, so hopefully that should improve things. But obviously everyone can still hear me in the meantime.
Indeedle doodle. Oh, sorry, Caesar. I was just about to answer that, actually. Yes, Nemesis is taken from the Nemesis game mode, which is coming in, funnily enough, STA3 Nemesis. It's a particular game mode that is a 4-player competitive cooperative effort, which I think is going to be quite interesting. I think people who've played it have overall quite enjoyed it. It may not always be perfectly balanced in every way, but it's I think it's fun because it allows you the potential opportunity to really help your people, and also the potential opportunity to really deck people, both of which are very enjoyable. We have done a stream of that previously, quite some time ago now. Caesar famously made me squeal when he blew up a shockwave in the middle of my fleet, killing nearly all of it.
Yeah, I remember watching that stream quite well.
Alright, let's see what we've got. There's an economic sector over there, which is quite cool.
One thing I have noticed, Gul, I can't see you on my map.
Oh, are we not allies? Good!
Oh god, the betrayal, the betrayal.
Oh no, we're gonna have to go into PvP mode. More ships.
Lots more ships.
More ships.
Holy crap.
This is the PvP alert, ladies and gentlemen. The PvP alert.
Standing by.
Hey, Unstoppable Wizard, how's things, my man? Jenna, hello. And James, I haven't said hello to you either. Hello, James. Feels bad.
Construction work is complete.
Alright, let's see what we got over here.
Hang on a minute, there was bloody ships there a second ago.
Maquis.
Standing by.
It seems I've accidentally turned all the things off that I wanted on, and, of course, turned all the things on that I wanted off. So Outlaw Sectors is on, Pirates are off, as a random events. Wow, I'm an absolute cretin.
Awaiting further orders.
Well, it just keeps us on toes.
Ladies and gentlemen, 10 out of 10 for Gul being a cret.
Blame me.
I couldn't possibly blame you, it would be rude. And accurate.
Construction work is complete.
Very, very true.
Awaiting your command.
What are you doing not firing at the same thing, everyone? Come on now.
Of
Oh, so much for co-op. I know, Brian, I know.
Our scientists have developed new technologies.
Transfer all power to weapons.
Right, so in Constellation, I found about 20 planets so far, and you're not on a single one yet.
Well, I mean,
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, to be honest.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's either at this
Stations
point.
ready.
And one thing I've just realised, none of my scouts have got cloak on.
Kill it!
And fire.
Construction work is complete. Our fleet has arrived.
My god, they're taking the time killing those bloody things. I've just realised I didn't finish my list, did I? Alright, so I've done 2. I will admit, I do actually agree with you on one of your choices, which I know is going to get a lot of arguments in your chat, is the discovery scene where you see the Shin Shao coming through the atmosphere. I will admit that was a really good scene to watch.
I thought it was. I mean, as much as I have mixed feelings about Discovery, visually it's quite interesting. It's not awful visually from a pure sci-fi aesthetic, is it?
No, the only thing that really ticks me off about that show, apart from obviously it's Neel timeline, is the Klingon language. I can't stand it. I really can't.
It is the same language, they just speak it in a different manner, I believe.
Is it? Because to me, it sounded completely different.
All stations ready.
It's because they're doing it with, like, they appear to be doing it with a mouthful of gummy bears.
Our scientists have developed
That's one way of putting it.
Increasing
I'm going to crap myself and just found the Federation.
standing
And we're about 4 jumps away from my home world.
awaiting further orders.
We are yours to command.
Can you still hear me, Gul?
I can.
Yeah,
My apologies.
it went really, really quiet. I thought I lost connection.
There were very loud explosions, I apologise.
Ah.
Do you know how I feel about listening carefully to explosions?
Awaiting further orders. Engage hostiles.
I'm doing TFF at the moment. Nam isn't in a state that we can, well, what's the word? We can We can't go out there with it at the moment into the wild, I'm afraid.
Increasing engine output.
As much as I'd like to, because that would mean it was done. Can it be done?
You just don't have the power.
One of those in there. Alright. What happened to all my scouts? What's all this about?
Ah. Could be pretty quick map. I found the Federation homeworld. And it's very unprotected.
Construction work is complete.
Bear in mind they are an expert.
Yes, I know, that's what's making me worry. Where are they all hiding?
More latinum is required.
My life for the
And
Empire.
they've got one of their scouts sat in my bloody home capital. Bugger off.
Ready. Yes.
I feel tainted by virtue of the fact that the outlaw deal that the outlaws are allowed.
For the Union.
All the characters on Discovery are a bunch of asses. I can't necessarily disagree with that. I quite like the. I don't know if everybody's watched it all, so I won't allow any spoilers. But I quite like the scientist / engineer fellow who comes up with a spore drive.
Oh yes, I know what you mean. Yep. I don't know if you've seen it on the news, Gul. Apparently, Will Shatner's. Was it Will Shatner? Will Shatner's actually blocked the captain of the Discovery on Twitter.
Why is that?
That's one comment has come back going, well, what's going off? Why you done it?
Standing by.
Perhaps he simply doesn't like them.
Could be. Could very well be.
Construction work is complete.
Adjusting course.
No, off topic is good. Off topic is good.
And also interesting.
I will be going pure Cardassian,
All
yes.
stations ready.
Oh, good gravy.
What did you do?
It's fine, it's going the other way, nobody worry. I'm not saying I just saw something that it was a little intimidating. It's just one of them things that rolls around going wub 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 wub
Oh,
wub wub.
God. I hate that thing so much.
Our scouts have discovered
I remember actually playing as the Borg one time, and I sent 3 tactical cubes, half a dozen spheres at it, and it just mobilised them continuously. I couldn't kill the damn thing. Did my
Yeah,
head in.
you need to get your long range vessels to attack it. That's how you win.
You gulliest git.
Hmm?
You.
I just
You found
helped
my
you.
homeworld.
I just helped you.
No, you found my homeworld.
Yeah. It's just, you know.
And I've not even located any of yours yet.
Quark.
Stop playing with the loops.
All stations ready.
Quark. Where's my beetle snuff?
our fleet has arrived.
Our fleet has arrived. I need another one of these.
Construction work is
Wood.
complete.
Okay, for some reason I've actually taken over some pirate ships.
That's good. Oh, that's the Outlaws.
Ah, right, okay. So I'm not used to doing the Outlaws maps.
Our scouts have discovered a new world.
Right then, let's see. Pure.
Jeez, you that's
Awaiting
stage
your
already.
command.
Hmm?
Standing by.
Be able to select pure Cardassian or not?
Yep.
Our metal reserves
What
are
are
low.
my
Work
ships
the miners
doing?
to death if you must.
Work the miners to death if you must. Hey, class, how you doing, my man? And hello, governor. I think that's more Bane's style, isn't it? Good God, the Class D Storm Moon wants me to spend 417 tritanium just to upgrade it. What kind of storm's on here? The you haven't got any money storm? I think that storm's been going on in my life for about a decade now. Put that on the list. Nah, it'll be fine, James. It appears that all my ships have stopped moving.
I will admit, Gul, I don't know if you can hear me properly. It's gone screwy again.
It certainly appears to have done. Oh, you have left the game.
Our
Oh,
scientists
for
have
God's
developed
sakes.
new technology.
Does this mean I've won?
This means
Construction
you've
work
won.
is complete.
Yes! Oh. I'm about to get dicked.
Our scouts have
To be honest with you, I think terrible things are about to happen to me. It appears that the naughty thing is coming my way.
Ooh.
What can I do?
God. So that's alright.
Sorry, buddy. I still can't hear you, I'm afraid.
Our scientists have developed a new technology. Our scouts have discovered a new world.
No.
We have come under attack. We must respond.
Awaiting further orders.
I think Drac's connection has virtually gone, sadly. Having a lot of trouble hearing him. Which is most saddening. Take a couple of Tongas.
Our scouts have discovered a new world.
Standing by. Awaiting further orders.
Prepare my anus indeed. Yeah, it's not looking fantastic, is it?
Our scouts have discovered a new world.
Yeah, I do think the naughty machine of doom is definitely coming my way. That's its official name, by the way. The naughty machine of doom. Are my Brasilaks getting punned? They are. Can you hear me, Draconian?
All stations ready.
I mean, I can hear the odd click from you, but I can't hear you directly.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Scientists have developed a new technology.
So far, at least.
More latinum is required. More latinum is required.
Standing by.
You bloody big arson trapping bug balls.
Gul just likes hearing his voice.
All stations
Yeah, probably.
awaiting further orders.
Not gonna lie, it's pretty enjoyable.
More latinum is required. Our reinforcements have arrived.
Awaiting your command.
Right, can you hear me now?
So far.
Right, I found out what the issue was.
Oh, go on.
All stations ready.
You'll love this. Steam
Transfer all
decided
power
to
to
start
weapons.
lights on other games in the background.
It was downloading in the background. That's unusual.
It was trying to update Pug.
Do you know you can disable that?
I thought I had done, to be honest.
I cannot comply.
Although that does definitely explain it.
Yeah. Because I will admit, I've been doing a lot of tests on my internet connection the past few days. I've been averaging at least 20 to 30 megabytes per second. Obviously, no, it's nothing like Virgin connection, but it had been stable and continuous. And class, I wish I could win without being in the game.
Actually, you might. What tends to happen is the AI takes over, and the AI is harder than the most brutal AI in the game.
Ooh. Stand a chance then.
So yeah, it's entirely plausible that your AI will just wipe the absolute floor with me.
Standing by.
But that remains to be seen.
Hopefully.
Target that vessel.
Seems like we did kind of realise about 20 minutes in, oops, we're actually not on the same side.
As you do.
I've got to ask God, who came up with the Jaeger design?
Some lunatic that was presumably working on DS9.
Because I will admit, it just looks like someone got the marquee ship and they rammed it straight up the backside of Voyager.
That's precisely what it is.
Awaiting further
Some
orders.
intimate love child of the marquee and Voyager.
Pretty much, yep. The Jaeger appeared in DS9 on quite a few episodes. You saw it at the far end of the station during, you know, the usual, hey look, here's Deep Space Nine shots.
I will admit, I didn't spot that, so I have to go back and take a look at that one.
Oh, yeah. I think it's one of these once seen cannot be unseen things. Let's give you another point in the assault team.
Ah, right, you was down there, was you? So you literally was on the complete opposite side of the map of me.
Oh yeah, yeah.
My exact position, actually, you know where I am anyway.
I do know where you are. Yeah.
I forgot the fact if you found my home world.
Our scientists have developed a new technology.
Ah, good. Our scientists have developed a new technology. Have you ever been so delighted? It appears the naughty thing has decided it doesn't want to come to my home world. Which I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm absolutely bloody delighted.
Off. Don't tell me my internet's just gone again. No, hang on, I'm still here, still here.
Right, let's get myself a little bit of better hull. Oh, there it is.
All stations ready. Engage hostiles.
Probe this, asshole.
I think that's your point. The other probably asshole.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Awaiting further orders.
Huh. I'm not worried. Everything's fine.
It's Hopeland.
Our scientists have developed a new technology.
Standing by.
You just carry on doing what you're doing, Jack. It'll be fine. I'll do cats to save the day.
Yielded to the outrageous demands of the Federation and its allies.
What will you have me do?
Oh god, need to get out of there.
Adjusting course.
It appears that the probe has stopped within weapons range of Peran Nor. So potentially we're going to be able to defeat it. which I think would be nice.
Yeah, I get you some nice experience on all your capital ships.
I think it's going to take a little while, though. So what we'll do is we'll just continue upgrading the weapon systems.
Our scientists have developed
Excuse me.
Move us to war.
We have the superior firepower.
Can I politely ask all these things up here to come and defend me, you cretins?
What?
What about you guys? Come on! Jeez.
Not getting paid by the hour.
For too long, we Cardassians have yielded to the outrageous
For too long,
demands
we
of the Federation
Cardassians have
and its
yielded to the
allies.
outrageous demands of the Federation and its allies, and the whale probe. But there'll be no whales this time! God, we're barely even chewing through its shields at all. This is most perturbing, most perturbing. Luckily, Paranor is preventing the loss of ownership by bombardment, so it can't, I think, kill my world.
Finger crossed.
I might be wrong, and if I am, I am.
Why does my machine keep on biggity bonging at me?
Move us to war.
Because biggity bong, it's gone wrong? I hate to think of what's happened over here. I imagine that Draconian's AI has kind of got this entire swath of the map at this point.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see what I'm actually up to, as strange as that may sound.
Well, here's the whale probe. I'm sure you're delighted, Caesar. What's this? Oppressive regime? No, that doesn't matter. Defensive overhaul? Not useful at this point.
Drop some Visions to some torpedoes, that'll scare the crap out of it. Especially if we put Kira right at the front.
It's Kira just looking cantankerous.
The look that she gives.
Hi, Kira.
If you don't kill it, at least scare it off.
It will die, it'll just take ages to do. I think... Am I now in single player? Can I... No, I can't speed the game up. God damn.
You would have thought you should be able to, and now me dropped off.
Yeah, I think it still considers me to be in a multiplayer game, and therefore it's naughty. Let's get some more weapons. You'd think this massive amount of firepower would be doing some kind of damage, but no. But the firepower should go up once we've got that third offensive upgrade. I would like to build more support ships, however I'm pretty limited in what I'm able to do at the moment. I'm thinking about trying to get some Versads. I think that might well help, because we can back them off a little bit. And they'll be able to do their thing. It is basically a giant space dildo. But the real giant space dildo is, of course, the Borg thingamajiggy. That's its technical term.
Borg Titan, yeah. Can't think what it's called now. I want to say Penta, but I don't think it is.
Right, let's see if we can get that Versad. Boom.
All stations ready.
Everyone's asleep on the job, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone is asleep on the job. Damn whale probe. You have no right to be here! This is Cardassia! Right, let's see what I need for this. We can sell a bit of that, sell a bit of that. Take one of those. And then we'll just take our sweet time making some facades. And fingers crossed the facades will be able to help us a little bit.
You know the North Space Stations, Gul? Were they the standard ones, or were they the civilian ones in the game?
This particular type of Nor, I mean, this is a special one. This is theoretically more powerful than the average Nor. Theoretically, because it's your home-based station.
Right. So the only reason I asked that one is... it was just a random thought I had a while ago, which I meant to mention to you at some point. On one of the episodes of DS9, where Kira, Odo, and... oh god, Damar invade a super space station. I was wondering if it would be even possibly feasible to have that updated on the game. So the civilian one is the North Space Stations, and the military one would be like the super design one that you saw.
We do have other stations. That is your, to all intents and purposes, this is the outpost. It's not a full space station. It's more of a trading station. Then you have, for the Unionists, you have the EVAS. And for the Dominion Alliance, you've got the Monarch. A lot of people tell us it should be the other way around, but I disagree.
Well, you are the leader of the Cardassian people. You know better than anyone else.
I know, right?
Tough.
Now, the other thing I could do
One cares.
is I could potentially take a little bit more weapon damage. On Cardassia, only Cardassians and their free workforce. Bajorans. It's alright. I'm of the opinion that only Bajorans are getting killed on here because this is Class M temperate.
Oh no, they're not getting killed. They sacrifice themselves for the better good.
Yes, they're standing in the way of the photon torpedoes going, no! Don't hurt my Cardassian overlord.
He will beat us. Besides which, they gave good dental.
Our scientists have developed new technology.
Well, our scientists have developed a new technology which theoretically is allowing the facade to be built. The facade, in theory, should outrange this bloody thing.
You hope.
I mean, I don't want to say that's definitely the case, because it's not definitely the case. I can confirm that it does appear that we're not going to lose the home world, which is good. We are slowly chipping this thing down.
We stand ready.
Please, facade. Please outrange it. Please outrange it. Please outrange. Yes.
Run.
Our scientists.
I mean, it's not going to do a vast amount of damage, but do you know what? I'll take what I can get right now.
Right away.
Let's build a couple more.
Platinum is required.
1 hour later. I know. I know. Oh no, you're too close! Don't get so close!
Changing heading.
Why you would do this?
Increasing engine output.
Drive you up the wall.
Right away. We stand ready. We stand ready.
I need you to not move, but kill that.
Understand.
Out. Hammerzeicht. What are you doing, Assad? Stupid fat Assad.
We serve.
No,
I
Assad,
told you.
why?
Go, but your Golem impression is brilliant.
Right away.
hates them.
Turn round. Turn round. Don't get spooked when you see it.
What will you have me do?
Just shoot it. Just shoot the damn thing.
There you go. Stop that.
Utterly ridiculous. Embarrassments to the Cardassian people.
Right away.
I'm just it's not tried to leg it yet, with the amount of ships that's going around it.
Oh, it's not interested in doing that. It doesn't leg it.
Oh, right, because every time I've tried to kill one, I get it to about down half life, and someone says, "Oh no, I'll run away." Jumps to the next solar system, and that's it. It's back to full health again.
Stations ready.
See, they're right at the edge of their range right now. So actually, yeah, they're... mind you, that one's not so bad. No, they do have a little bit of
Your
range.
orders. Increase speed.
Right. If you get
Increase
there...
speed. Move.
We're going to ask you to hold position once you get there. Theoretically... Let's get some Tongas researched as well.
We stand ready.
For the love of God, just die, damn it.
It's thinking about it. I mean, it's definitely losing health. As time goes by...
But the scary thing that you have to remember, though, Gul, is if the Federation is still out there, and so is me.
Oh yes, I'm very aware of that. There you go, we're finally getting a little bit of traction now.
Your orders. Increase speed. We serve the Union.
Hey Jonathan, how you doing? We're just fending off a whale probe.
Getting probed.
Oh damn, he's... Jonathan, are you a member of our Discord, my friend? If you're not, there is a link in the description below. There's a load of people always wanting to play STA3 on there. I would highly suggest joining it. And you tend to find that games happen relatively regularly.
Our scientists have developed new technology.
Let's see where we're at now. It's damn near done.
So I'm taking 5 long years.
4,000 hours.
Hashtag getting probed. Yes, James? He is. But I should just put, you know, just put it on continuous fire. I'm going to bed. So, Gul, in your personal opinion, what is the best Titan on SJ3? Without being too biased.
The best Titan in STA3? Oh god, that depends on a number of factors. Ooh. Probably the Excalibur. I know that's not necessarily going to be a popular opinion.
No, I'm
but
going to say good choice. It's a good choice.
I think from a fleet synergy perspective and survivability perspective, it's fantastic. Hey, you're from Germany. Good man. That's what I like to hear. But yes, yeah, I would postulate that. Excuse me. Oh, did I not tell you to be stationary? I'm an idiot.
You idiot.
Elliot, you idiot.
More platinum is required.
Is it dead yet? No.
No, not yet. Still
No,
going.
nothing. Wait, I just know that there's going to be a massive Klingon fleet that turns up in a couple of minutes. They'll be like, oh, hi guys, I heard you had some problems with the wheel probe. yeah.
So you sunk all your resources into one planet. Nice. We've got 10. But yeah, as for Titans, my personal opinion would be the Scimitar.
A lot of people really like that as well.
To me, it got the all-round balance. Obviously, you've got almost the perfect cloak sequence. You've got the ability to take on planets and mass ships at the same time. Obviously, you've got all the Scorpion squadrons, so that's quite handy as well.
They're fairly good. They are fairly good. I think in a straight-up fight, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, I do think the Klingon Titan wins.
Well, this is it. I asked Bane to start doing a video series a while ago for Titan versus Titan. I know he did one straight off the bat, which was the Federation... Oh, God, what's it called? Not the Excalibur, the other one.
Starts with a P, that's all I can remember.
Our fleet has arrived.
I can't remember. I'll have to Google that one a bit.
Polymorph.
Versus the Scimitar. And when Bane was doing it, he didn't realise that the Scimitar special abilities weren't auto kicking in, so he kept had to alternate between the either one. Excuse me. But that's the only one he did. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody. That if
I don't think he's got round to doing any more of them, sadly. I'm sure he will at some point. It's just a matter of time.
Because I know at one point I put the idea out there saying all the Titans versus the Borg Titan, just see how that would kind of play out.
More platinum is required.
I think the Borg Titan would win.
I'll be intrigued to see it, because obviously one-on-one, yeah, no questions asked, the Borg Titan would destroy everything. But if all of them went against it, Polaris, that's it, thank you class. I think if all of them went against the Borg one, it might stand a chance.
Polaris, thank you.
Excalibur for you as well, Jonathan. You've got some followers there, Gul.
So everybody likes to tell me when I don't know things about the mod that I'm part of.
In your defence, you concentrated on Cardassia, as you should do.
God, I really didn't know. That's right, you mother! Run!
There's something. Apologies, Gul. I know we're doing 20 questions for you on this one.
Okay.
As Richards just pointed out, the USS Defiant. Is there a way to be able to toughen that one up compared to the normal Defiant? Because every time I've played SJ3 and plays the Federation, the Defiant gets killed pretty quickly, in my opinion.
That's because it's right in the middle of the combat.
Of alliance with the Dominion.
The Defiant we tend to find is actually tougher than a lot of ships. And also, one thing that you do need to ensure that you do, if you can, is you really... Oh, wrong place. You really want to be using your mines in a creative way. So, you know, dive in, use your mines, your self-replicating mines. dive back out. That's a really good way of using the Defiant. The Defiant class itself, they're good as fast attack craft.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I agree on that one. I mean, to me, I love doing a combination of Excaliburs, Intrepids, and Akiras.
Boo's taking the mickey of me for my playstyle. He says, quick, sell all your metal for credits, and then realise you need metal to build. Yeah, that's a thing.
It happens.
It's everyone's fault but mine.
Blame the Bajorans.
Hashtag blame Bejon. Ah, dear. I think I've absolutely stumped myself here. My building has been somewhat curtailed.
Hooray! The fruit has finally been gone.
We must not allow this to transpire.
Are we going, little Hideki? Oh, you've decided you're going the other way, alright. And they're away.
Well, no.
Yes, no, I want to hear a joke. AOTF is going to come out when it's ready, I'm afraid. I can't give anything further than that. It's still in early stages for us. We're still adding things. It tends to be that we try and get a game feature complete from a model perspective, and then we do everything else.
Our scientists developed a new technology.
What will you have me do?
And now I'm anticipating Noel's joke.
We have come under attack. We must respond.
Yeah, that's true, Jonathan. When you go against the ball, you need to throw everything at it, including the kitchen sink. And then hope to God.
I think you've got to start with the kitchen sink, really, haven't you?
True. Flummoxen to start with. I was tempted to put him against his off, but I thought, no, I'm not going to torture myself that way. Not a bad joke, no, not a bad joke.
There are 3 girls in a bar talking about how, oh god, loose they are. One fits a sausage,
That's why I didn't say it out loud.
one fits a cucumber, and the other slides down the bar stool. Well, she'd be my first choice because I love a girl with a bit of life experience. And I also have a massive ego.
And that's what she said.
Oh no! Tonga, no! You're in warp and you're still being enveloped. Huh, interestingly, it didn't die. That's interesting. So if you go to warp, you actually manage to escape the clutches of the web. Fascinating. Good to know.
Back in one's like, go.
How many races will be in AOTF? Specifically 3 to begin with. We may end up with 4. But 3 to start with. Be the Federation, the Klingons, and the Romulans. Interesting, we've got a load of Nausicaans, etc. helping here, which is nice.
No back.
Hello?
Apologies about that one. Coughing fit just appeared. Really
No, it's quite alright, don't you worry. These things happen to the best of us.
Ready.
Yeah, I like that one, Richard. Best way to beat the Klingons. Make a Titan that looks like an oversized Tribble.
I will personally be commanding
That may
all
work, but I think they just
Cardassian
try
vessels
stabbing it
during
and
this
just like...
mission.
How is there a string not found here?
I cannot comply.
How dare it?
Quick, warp out before it closes.
Ready.
We have come under attack. We must respond.
Right, where to next? Here's the question.
Our
Let's start
colony
to the
is
right
under
and pray to
siege.
fuck no one else is there.
Oh, we can get class 2 subjugation now, can't we? Yeah, there we go.
We are yours to command.
Steady as she goes.
Let's take the desert planet. Yay, no damn and bloody overpowered. They're not overpowered, Soval. What are you talking about? They're underpowered.
They're not as bad as they used to be.
I think the Borg are positively weak now.
Yeah, I remember one of the early versions. I think it's like when you had the mod 1.85.
Adjusting course.
They were bloody ridiculous to kill. You can send an entire fleet against one cube and lose badly.
More latinum is required.
More latinum, because you haven't got any, is required.
Our fleet has arrived.
Well, the old better fed than dead that with Drac, it didn't work out exactly as planned.
No.
We'll have another go at that soon enough, I imagine. And who knows? Maybe we'll have some NEM content to show off here. NEM is, I think the testers will agree, of which Caesar is one of them. And we had Mr. Etters in here earlier, who is also one of our testers. I think they'll agree that it's more balanced from a multiplayer perspective than TFF was. Hopefully. I hope they'll agree. If they say it's less balanced, I'll be really, really upset.
Technology.
How could you stop Cardassians taking away all the bottles of Kanar? Well, you could make sure that it's not quite toxic.
Something else to do.
Let's give ourselves a little bit more armour. Right, I'm going to let our ships do their thing. I'm going to follow... where's Gul Dukat? There he is. I'll follow Gul Dukat around. I'm just going to have to move out of the room for a moment and I'll be right back.
Yeah, apologies everyone. My internet connection kind of screwed up, so that's why anyone joined late is the reason why I'm only talking instead of playing. It did start off with my streaming screwing up, so I kind of dropped that, started recording. Next thing I know, it's just booting me from the game in general, which is pants. So apologies to everyone on that one. But hopefully me and Gul shall sort another session out where hopefully that won't happen. And by the way, Richard, you did spell it right.
I return to you now at the turn of the tide.
Just as the Klingons have invaded.
Uh-huh.
No, they really have.
What?
Technology.
I hate you, Caesar. I hate you so much.
This is where Caesar's making adjustments in the background, going, right, all Cardassians will be stupidly low and get destroyed in one shot.
I would love to put the Cardassians in Ages of the Federation, however, I doubt whether that's going to happen, sadly.
I will admit that is another mod I am looking forward to doing.
Yeah, once we've done it, got some other things going in at the moment, and new mechanics hopefully being implemented. I'm the only one playing right now, Jonathan. Drac was here playing with me, but sadly,
Not literally.
Not in a kinky way.
Standing by.
But sadly, his tinterwebs had decided it just didn't want to play.
Standing by.
I forgot to feed the hamster.
We have the superior firepower.
What's this? Blimey, that's a bit of a squeeze, isn't it, from those two ships?
Our scientists have developed a new technology.
Yeah, I mean, I do think it's going to be interesting. I think AOTF is, hopefully, as long as we do it right, it's going to be a more tactical game. We find that in STA3, and I think this is going to still probably be a problem in Nemesis, is you win by deathballing, which means putting all the available ships into a single fleet and then trying to smash through like some kind of ungainly hammer. Whereas I think because there are far fewer ships available, or there will be far fewer ships available in AOTF, I think that's going to make a difference to the overall gameplay. Every ship's going to be quite important. And also, by using the right abilities, you might be able to split the enemy fleet, etc.
So basically, you're doing a scene out of DS9, then, where the Federation take on the Dominion fleet, which is twice the size.
Mm.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
We must not allow this to transpire.
Oh, blimey. It's a full-on invasion at Tamakakakakakaka. The ships were trying to make babies. It certainly looked that way, didn't it?
All night long.
Oh, Neel.
What? Our reinforcements have arrived.
Good news, everyone. Our reinforcements have arrived.
And then burst into laughter.
Our fleet has arrived.
Hello, hello. Oh, God, we've got Kessock. But it appears the Tholian Assembly are attacking the Kessock. Fascinating.
Right away.
Let's take advantage of this. Star bases are a little bit different in AOTF, Boo. I think there are 4 different types of star bases, each of which serves a different function, but none of them are as strong as they were in STA3. Kessocks know what to do with themselves.
Time is wasted.
The D7 is in AOTF. It's the Titan. It's the final ship that you can possibly get. The D9, no. The D7 and the Connie are the most advanced ships that you can get in AOTF.
Let's go. They will not survive.
So on a slightly different subject, Gul. I know you asked for comments last night on the stream, so what are you considering next to do as a new game?
As a new game?
Yeah, because I know you asked for a couple of recommendations last night. I know.
Yeah, I feel like I really need to kind of hit the community up on what's amazing to play at the moment. I find myself very reluctant to buy games at the moment. That's one thing that I don't often do without a really good recommendation for, just by virtue of the fact that money's quite tight. So you know, spending £30 or £40 on a game, it's actually quite a lot. You know, after you've paid the mortgage, etc., and all that good stuff. So it's a really useful thing for me to get strong recommendations from the community. I mean, you know, we've got a 12,000 strong community. Theoretically, they should be able to give me some amazing recommendations, and I really want those from people. I don't know what I'm considering at the moment, to be honest with you. I find myself thinking of particular games, and then a lot of the games that I would like to play are possibly so outdated that they wouldn't necessarily be any good for YouTube, because a load of great YouTubers have already done series on them. So I would like to do a new series on YouTube of a relatively new game. PUBG I do enjoy PUBG. I'm not very good at it, but I enjoy it. That's best with a team. It's best with a squad that you really enjoy the company of, I find.
I'm guessing also same for you with, as you like to call it, the Bloody Boaty game.
Bloody Boat game, yeah, pretty similar. That's pretty good for streaming, but it's not something that I would necessarily play in my spare time.
Fair enough. In your answer, no. Yes, I have seen trailers. Do not spoil it. It's meant to be out in the States at the moment.
I was going to say, it's about to get spoiled, bro.
Don't do it, please. But I did pick up a few things on a couple of picture trailers that have been shown. I don't ever want to spoil this for everyone else, but Oliver's back in his arrow suit. Dig's nowhere to be seen. Supergirl's sister's in it. And Snark is in it.
There we go.
So I don't know how they can get around that one.
Well, we shall see. Halo Wars has been suggested. Again, that's not a very new game now, is it?
It depends. The second one's still fairly new.
Is there a new one? I didn't even know.
Yeah.
What's AOTF? Ages of the Federation, Jenna. It's a mod that we're currently working on.
Standing by.
Because I know I threw a couple of hints at you yesterday, which was DC Universe.
The pact of alliance
I don't understand.
I pledge to my people that all things Cardassian.
Are these comic books or something? For the whippersnappers.
Okay. Also through Galactica Online. That's still a relatively fairly new one.
I've got to admit, there's a little part of me that would like to play the new multiplayer version of Life is Feudal. See, that looks like something that would really interest me, but I'm very aware that it would take a great deal of time to play it. And that's one of the big problems about games like that. It is a very big time investment, or a time sink, if you like.
Awaiting your command.
And that brings the question, you know, can I really justify that kind of time sink when I might not get quality videos out of it?
Awaiting your command.
Both, Boo. I want to play games with the community and kind of like continue to build the community and enjoy the company of the community, but I also want to play some single player games just for recording. So yeah, any of those games. Deadlock? Yeah, Deadlock does look like a good game. There's a little bit of me that's kind of sad that it's turn-based. I think if it was real time, I'd really enjoy it.
Awaiting your command.
Right then. What the heck is going on over here?
Occupied a new world.
Fascinating.
I cannot comply.
I will personally be commanding all.
Let's take our ships into the fray, shall we?
This mission.
We are yours to command.
Empire at War. Again, James. I love Empire at War. We do a lot of Empire at War videos. I love the mods on Empire at War. In fact, you know, as I'm sure you know, we're very good friends with Corey as well of Throne's Revenge. But it's not modern. It's not new, and it's very niche. I'm looking for something that's a little bit less niche. No, you've never overstayed your welcome, my friend. I mean, the kind of games that really kind of like catch my attention, single player at least, they're very strongly story-driven games. Very strongly story-driven games. I think the last game that made my jaw really drop was probably The Last of Us. I absolutely adore The Last of Us, and I can't overstate that enough. Also, games that I've had a really strong emotional connection to. The Walking Dead Telltale games. Pretty much all of them, actually. All of the ones that are out at the moment. Thoroughly enjoyed those. I think they're amazing. But they're the kind of single-player games that I like to play. Something that's very story-driven and story-focused. Multiplayer games, I like something that fits as many players as possible so I can play with the community.
Construction work is complete.
So they're the kind of criteria that I think about and that I operate by when it comes to gaming, or try to. The new Star Wars Battlefront I cannot buy, I'm afraid. I don't like the way they've done it. I don't like the idea of the transactions that they've brought in. I don't know. It wouldn't suit my sensibilities. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm sure it's a perfectly acceptable game. But until they've taken a little bit of time to think about the direction that they want to take from a fiscal perspective, it's not something that I could financially support. AOTF is not anywhere near completion. It's probably going to be the middle of next year at some point that we're ready to release anything that we would consider finished.
Awaiting further orders.
Let's try going this way.
Increasing engine output.
But PUBG is quite a good suggestion. I mean, there's a zombie game mode, isn't there? Which I think would be quite fun to do with the community. The old Star Wars Battlefront 2? Yeah, that's a really good shout, Boo. That's genuinely a good shout. I really enjoyed that game. There are some mod packs as well, which make it look a lot better.
Right, Mr. Gul, I hate to say it, but I think that's me done for the evening, I'm afraid.
It's no trouble at all. I'm going to continue answering questions for a few minutes, and then I think I might have to go myself. We will try and do a multiplayer match, hopefully in the near future.
Yes, hopefully once I've managed to kick my broadband and fed the hamster and got it working again.
That sounds like a plan.
And I shall see you all later. Please feel free to put my teeth in a try.
Yeah, do take a look at Drac's channel. It's in the description below. Sub to him. Do your thing.
Ooh, Gul, you're not going to like this. Someone's put the thumb down to us.
Have they?
Yes.
Well, I'm alright with that.
Down. But yes,
I'm alright with a bit of thumbs down. You know, sometimes we need a bit of that kind of behaviour. Shows me where I'm going wrong.
Yeah, that if anyone wants to give a comment as to reason why the thumbs down, I'd be interested to know. But hopefully we shall have it working soon. I shall speak to you soon, Gul.
Okie dokie. Talk to you later, buddy.
See you later.
I would call it pre-alpha at this point, class. Ships haven't had unique abilities made for them. The physical entities are going in. We have a working planetary system that we're fairly satisfied with. It's very early days. Very early days.
Must respond. Our enemies have launched a Titan.
Apparently our enemies have launched a Titan. That's concerning, isn't it? Fallout 3, yeah. I think what I might do is... In fact, let's back away so we can't hear any... Shush now. So we can't hear any of the battle noises. One thing that I'm definitely going to do as soon as it drops is... it's kind of to do with Fallout 3 and also Fallout New Vegas. I'm definitely, without a shadow of doubt, I'm going to be playing the new... Well, it used to be called Project Brazil, but it's now called Fallout New California. I think that's going to be amazing. I really, really do. And what I might try and do is I might try and integrate TTW, which is the Tale of Two Wastelands. So I can have the Fallout 3 zone, I can have New Vegas, and then we can actually start the whole storyline off over in... where is it? It's like Pine Haven, that kind of area.
Our scouts have discovered a new world.
Giving you the full deal. Oh no, I'm just, you know, I think it's important that you're as kind of forthright as possible when it comes to development. I think there's never any point hiding anything about the speed of development. I think it's one of those things that's worth talking about. We have unique skyboxes, as I say, unique planets. Most ships for the Federation, I think, if not all of them. The majority of the Klingon fleet is done. Romulans, we've barely got started on. We haven't done a great deal. There are already a lot of Romulan models that we have because we made them for, unfortunately, our failed Infinities project. So the Romulan models are there. They're just not implemented into the game. We've got some other ideas that we're working on as well for potential heroes. I think we've got an economy system worked out. We've got a unique damage system for the ships worked out, complete with unique visuals as well, which is quite nice. Overall it's pretty good. We're also going to have some specialized capture mechanics for various different types of vessel. So just as an example, as a Federation player, you might be able to capture rogue Vulcan vessels, or at least bring rogue Vulcan vessels back into the fold, whereas you wouldn't be able to do that with something that might be more akin to the Klingons, say Gorn vessels as an example, or Orion vessels, or something like that. You wouldn't be able to touch them with the Feds, but maybe with the Klingons you'd be able to. I think so, Boo. I mean, I think it would be a really long playthrough. Having all of that going down, kind of, you know, being able to play through Fallout 3 and New Vegas, and also the initial Project Brazil / New California. That is a lot of content right there. But I really want to do it. I think it's going to be really good fun. I did a long time ago. I did a partial New Vegas modded playthrough, and I really enjoyed what I did until I modded the crap out of it and then it crashed.
So Empire recognizes your prowess.
Klingons have recognized my prowess. I like it when they do that.
We have come under attack. We must respond.
The Discovery is in AOTF. We're primarily using, we've kind of mishmashed and we've made our own timeline. We do have an Ares on the mod page. The Discovery ship's class is on there. In fact, I'll just tab out of the game for a moment, and I'll I'll find it for you. Give me one moment. Shouldn't take me a moment, guys. Uno momento, por favore, as they say. Theoretically, it shouldn't take me long to find it. Here we go. We've made our own take, if you like, on the Discovery class. So there you go. You can all take a look at that image, and that's what we have decided the Discovery class should look like. And it's I think it's probably fair to suggest that it's akin to the Axanar style.
Has arrived.
But at the same time, it's got an aesthetic that that fits with Trek as a whole. So it's not quite like the Discovery. It doesn't have the holes in the saucer section, as we don't really understand why they're there in the first place. Oh, there would almost certainly be lore inconsistencies. That doesn't really faze me too much. Oh, was that... You find that's not found? Why you do this? Oh yeah, it is 404 not found. I'll do that again, shall I? Sorry guys, don't know what I did wrong. I did bad. Don't be mad. I'm finding it. There you go. Just take it straight from ModDB. That should that ought to hold you. Crossfield, yes, thank you. In fact, I think it actually says it's the Crossfield class. It does a little bit, but then actual Star Wars ships have been used in Star Trek for a long time. I don't think we've actually seen any in this map, but there are various ships that started life as a Star Destroyer. Mainly Tellarian vessels. Oh, hey, Pepe, how's things? We're just chilling at the moment, really. We're just talking more than anything else, I must admit. Yeah, I agree with you, class. I think... I mean, Discovery is a difficult subject, I think, for any lifelong Trek fan. But something needed to change in Trek in order to make it appeal and... And yes, I know we must respond. To make it appeal and speak to modern audiences, especially young modern audiences, I do feel that Trek needed to change a little bit and move a little bit more with the times. There's a part of me, like in my heart, I think it's gone too far. I think the disunity and the disharmony and the artificial strife between crew members on the same ship isn't necessary in Trek, and I personally, I adore Roddenberry's vision that there shouldn't be kind of conflict between ship personnel. They should all be working in harmony and unity together, because that's what the Federation is about, really. They were an extension of the viewpoint of the Federation, and that's the way they should appear. So that, I mean, particularly in the pilots of Discovery, I found the argument that she had with Giorgio to be really artificial. It seemed to snowball out of control when she could actually have like explained her reasoning, and Giorgio may well have taken it on board. That kind of thing didn't bother me. Oh, I'm sorry, Pepe. I decided to stream on YouTube today. I will be on Twitch another day. I think tomorrow, actually. Is it tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow. Yeah, I'm on Twitch tomorrow. I actually quite enjoy that. That's one thing I do enjoy about Discovery. I like the fact that it's not necessarily focused as a primary character on the captain. I think it's been going more and more that way as Trek has developed, if you like. It's utilised more kind of characters that might be minor to the function of the ship as time has gone by. But at the same time, it's never really kind of as a primary character focused on somebody that wasn't bridge crew, which I think is quite cool. Hey Khan, how you doing? We're just talking about Discovery. I like the aesthetic of a lot of parts of Discovery. Internally, I quite like the aesthetic on ships. I like the consoles on them. I like the corridor shapes. There's a lot of good things about Discovery that I do quite enjoy, and I feel that there's one or two episodes that have been really quite enjoyable. Specifically, the one that I did find myself really going, oh yeah, this is great, is the Groundhog Day episode with Mud. I thought that was a really good episode. It may not be traditional Star Trek, but that worked for me. I was like, yeah, that's good. Most of the others, yeah, I could have taken them or left them, to be honest with you. But there we go. Are these ships ever going to get through this gravity well? Jesus wept. I think a lot of it is because I've got this Cutlass frigate and they go extremely slowly. Oh well, it doesn't really matter because I'm not really playing so much anymore, am I? I think it's probably fair to assume, based on the theory that everybody's watched Discovery up until its recent point. You haven't watched since episode 4, Pepe? Well, do you want me to not say anything in order to allow you to watch it, or are you happy to get a couple of spoilers? Let me know before I do continue.
Move us to war.
No, you haven't missed too much. You haven't missed too much, Carl.
Has arrived.
Oh.
Standing by.
Well, what have we got here? Regular type outpost.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Oh, looks like there's nothing of interest here, but it does look like the Feds live here.
We must respond.
Helmsman. Full impulse.
Well, we kind of know what's going on here, so let's work out exactly how this works. We need to go this way and then one further on and we'll reach the Federation homeworld. You don't mind. Okay, well, at this point, I'm guessing, I am guessing that the captain is originally from the Mirror Universe. Lorca. Now, there are a lot of reasons that people have postulated for this. The fact that he's very martial compared to most Federation, or most members of the Federation, is one of them. And also the fact that in the last episode, he appears to have purposefully moved them into the Mirror Universe, which could be a suggestion that he comes from the Mirror Universe, given his personality traits. So that's... yeah, that is certainly a possibility. I don't know if that's the case, but it will be an interesting storyline, I expect. Yep, I don't really like the ship all that much either. Which is... There are certain things that kind of like that irk me about the whole Discovery thing. Like the simple fact of the matter is the Shenzhou was an attractive ship, and I don't really mind what anybody says. My opinion is that the Shenzhou is quite attractive, and I genuinely feel like not enough was done with it. There was a little part of me that was kind of hoping that the Klingon naughty man, you know, old Torchbearer McGee himself, I was hoping that he was going to recondition the Shenzhou and start using it because it would bring it back into the series, but evidently that's not happened because I'm guessing he's actually one of the crew. Crew, is that a Polaris? Hello, Polaris.
Ready.
Well, we're going to fight this, and then that'll be the end of the stream, I think, once all my ships are dead. God, this is an attractive design. Michael Wiley, you are amazing. Hashtag better than Stowe.
We have come under attack. We must respond.
God, I love this ship. Let's see what else they got. They got some freedoms. Got an ambassador over here.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
I think they must have redone the Centaur class at some point. I can't remember it looking so good. Look at my fleet melting to this. Remarkable stuff. I like Stowe. I play a lot of Stowe. I find some of their ship design choices are a bit questionable, particularly the Miracle Worker ships, I think they're called. The recent ships with those ridiculous underslung engineering sections, they've really made me sad. Yeah, the ship wiggle's really frustrating in STA3. I'm not sure how we did that. It didn't used to happen in 0.95, and then it did, and we haven't bothered fixing it since. It doesn't tend to happen in combat, but it does when they're travelling long distances, so it's something to do with their speed versus their manoeuvrability.
services during this mission.
Control power to weapons.
Some more Akiras, a curry class. Oh, and a nebula. They are like flying toilets, you're absolutely right. Yeah, I don't like that design aesthetic very much. Ooh, speaking of the ship designs I like, this is oddly my favourite TMP ship design. I don't know why, because it's not an attractive ship, I know it isn't. But there's something about the Constellation that just gets me, man. I love this design. Oh, yeah. And there it goes. Amazingly, Gul Damar is still somehow alive.
Awaiting further orders.
Oh, we're gonna take her! Come on, keep firing! Keep firing! Gul Damar is victorious again!
Objective completed. Your victory gives your family great honor.
What will you have me do? Standing by.
I do rather suspect this is the end of him. That actually says a lot about the toughness of Cardassian ships, really, doesn't it? Well, guys, I should zoom out. I really do think that needs to be the end of the stream. We've gone on quite a long time. The match didn't happen as we intended, but I'm glad we had such a good chat together. I mean, that's something that I really enjoy doing, and it's one of the main reasons that I enjoy streaming, so we'll definitely do another stream with Draconian at some point in order to try and make up for this evening not going as planned. I hope you've enjoyed it nonetheless. I hope it's been a good conversation for you guys. Everyone say yes, because it'll make me happy. Oh, yeah, the Klingon birds of prey from Discovery. Nah, mate. I do not like any of those Klingon ship designs. Not one of them. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you in the next stream. I'm over on Twitch tomorrow. As I'm sure many of you know, Cardassian's OP proved here, correct? Let's just pause that. Yes, so I'm over on Twitch tomorrow. I believe I am going to be continuing Tormund Giant Screen, which is a playthrough I'm doing of Dragon Age Inquisition. Quite enjoyable. Or at least it's quite enjoyable for me. I hope you enjoy it as well. Make sure you tune in. It'll be at 8 PM GMT. And if you're not already following me on the Twitch channel, go ahead and do it. It's in the description below. It's under the GB Gaming. Awesome stuff. Oh no, totally bad stream. Guys, have a lovely evening, and thank you so much for watching me for so long, even though I've just been droning on. It's really amazing that you still enjoy communicating with me like this, and it's something that I do intend to continue doing. Vic, I love you, man. I'm sorry that you've only just got here, but join me for the next one. I always start well, more or less always start between 8 and 8:30 GMT when I do stream. Ladies and gentlemen, have a thoroughly enjoyable evening.